Hello and welcome back. We're sitting on Eden. I was going to do some more challenges, but instead I thought I'd wrap up today because this is going to be my last run of the day. Probably, well technically of the week, yeah, because it's the weekend when I record these. So we're going to do an Eden run. We'll see what we get. Joker pops up. That doesn't actually mean anything. What in the heck do we have? Here's our seed. Damage. Everything is god-awful. Shot speed and range are alright, but we have Brimstone, so whatever. So we start with pretty poor health, we start with Brimstone, and we start with Butterbean. We start right next to an item room, which gives us Quad... Oh no, I thought that was Quad Shot. I keep mistaking Infestation 2 and Quad Shot. Either way, this is looking pretty good. Our damage is adequate, and we're spawning spiders, so... Oh, 2 of hearts doubles your hearts, like, in holding, not, like, on the ground. Never mind, it's the lovers that does what I thought that was going to do. It's a bit of a waste, but quite frankly, we're basically... What is with these things' freaking jump ranges? I hate these spiders. We're basically a better Azazel right now. Also gotta be careful, like, preemptively shooting. That was apparently hematemesis. And preemptively refiring. Our charge rate isn't great. So we gotta get as much damage per shot as we can possibly squeeze out of here. And once he's in this phase, it's relatively simple. Because this is all he does. Periodically shoot, get our cube of meat. We may as well explore the rest of this floor because it's not like we're necessarily at risk. By the way, I really like Rebirth's music. I wasn't too much of a fan of the original's music, you know, it fit, it was alright. Wasn't too much of a fan though, but Rebirth's music, quite like it. I approve. Good job to whoever it was that did the music. A single Tears upgrade would make me exceptionally happy right now. Because you might notice I keep shooting slightly too early. Keep letting go of the button slightly too early, I should say. So many red hearts. Oot. Butterbean is basically worthless, by the way. It's just a knockback. So the faster we can replace that, the better. If we can get deals with the devil, that would be good. I thought this dude shot stuff out when they died. There we go, the preemptive shooting again. We can get deals with the devil to increase our tears. That's amazing. I wish that happened every time. We get to increase our tears slightly, increase our damage. Obviously these are all things that I've mentioned before because they're all things that you always need. Mom's Eye is a thing that's basically worthless, but it looks cool, so... You know. With Mom's Contact, Mom's Eye, I don't remember what it is. The thing that makes me shoot out of the back of my head, that's pretty sweet. I like it. It's really never going to hit something. Oh, that was stupid. But you know, it's cool. You gonna charge at some point, or are you just gonna keep doing this? There he goes. Oh, he died. Hey, Jesus juice. Not much of a damage upgrade, and the range upgrade is basically worthless. We have Guppy's head now, which is much better than what we had before. And 2 spear hearts. That was actually a pretty good deal with the devil. Considering we only had 1 red heart, I probably couldn't have asked for a better deal with the devil. I missed. God dang it. I had it set up perfectly, it would have hit both sides, and then I missed. There's really nothing else we can do on this floor. This seed is remarkably low on consumables. Which kind of sucks, but it's also remarkably high on potential. Like our potential, there we go, for victory here is quite high, which is good because Eden needs a lot of things, one of which being the boss rush, so we do have to bear that in mind, that if we can get boss rush done with Eden, that would make me very happy. And we're set up in a pretty good setup here. We're set up in a pretty good setup to get that done. Opening that thing down there might not be bad. I think I'd rather have Mom's Pearl than Butt Penny, even though I don't know what Mom's Pearl does. Being Guppy would be amazing, because then we'd have effectively Infestation 1 and 2 So we'd be generating flies and spiders like crazy in every room. We don't have a key, that's right. If we can't get a key, that's problematic. Never mind, we have a key. We're already generating spiders like crazy, and our flies are pretty good. The D10 is an interesting item. Not gonna lie, it rerolls enemies as it said, and that's actually the first time we've seen it, so that'll actually not count as a pickup. But I don't think it's an item we want. I'd much rather have Guppy's head than D10 to reroll enemies, because rerolling enemies, it's not particularly very useful. What are you doing? Chill out, man. It rerolls the enemies in the room to equivalent enemies that would spawn in a room like that. Squeezy, pretty good. Tears up, so I won't have those pre-fire issues quite so badly. We're just gonna go down, because we're not getting enough money to make these shops worthwhile. We're not getting enough spare keys to make even risking the shops worthwhile. We can go in here, which I might do. I might do that. We're gonna do that. I was gonna go up that way to see if the item room was up there, but the first room we checked did not have the item room. That was awful on my part. Our damage, even though we have Brimstone, bear in mind Brimstone is not necessarily a be-all end-all by itself. Our damage is still poor. Brimstone just applies the damage better than Tears does. Plus it has infinite range and we're shooting out of the back of our head every once in a while, etc, etc. I don't like Peep. I straight up do not like fighting Peep. Especially once the eyes get out. We've had this talk before. It's the eyes that I have a problem with. We can shoot through the eyes, so we can still apply decent damage with the eyes flying around, but they're annoying, and they fly around haphazardly, and it's risky, etc, etc. You know how it works. The Spirit Heart? I'm cool with that. More flies. An unknown pill, which I will not take right now. I'll take it here. That's pretty good, quite frankly. Just gonna generate a bunch of flies. We could have saved those and maybe... Ow, that was stupid. See if we could get a better spacebar item or something. And then use it a bunch of times over there, but... quite frankly, not too fussed about it. There's our item room, we don't have a key, which is bad. Another unknown pill. Alright, I wish I could walk on spikes like the spiders, but I guess they do have spindly legs, so... Hey, pretty fly! I would like to shoot at you, but you appear to be in the wrong part of the map for me. Here's our key. I'll go back and check the item room. Sure! Box of spiders. Do I want that or Guppy's head? Which of those is better? Probably Guppy's head? I don't know if the spiders have a better damage multiplier, but the flies fly, so they can hit enemies that are across, gaps or whatever. And we already have the ability to generate spiders just from killing things, so not too fussed. That was glorious. I approved of that. If you don't know what I approve of, I shot a brimstone out of the back of my head and the front of my head and killed things on both sides. That damage, however, I do not approve of. I am not in an approving stance of the damage that I took there. Our tears are still a little low. Not crazy low, because we are shooting relatively quick, but charge time's a bit slow. There's our boss room, finally. How did that spider get over there? Like, straight up, how did that spider get over there and kill the wall clinging dingo-dongo? Sure. Why not? Hi, Gertie. Gertie's gonna take a while, but he does spawn stuff, so we can generate spiders off of stuff he spawns to speed this process up a little bit. Because our base damage take a long time to kill Gertie. With the assistance of spiders, we can speed this up quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot more than I thought we were going to be able to speed it up, so... Especially since he didn't shoot. We'll take that because we can. Not necessarily great. Dark Bum for all of my health. Sure. This is gonna, unless we get another health upgrade, this is basically gonna invalidate any future deals with the devil. But let's be honest, Dark Bomb is pretty good. He's probably better than pretty good. We're just gonna go to the next floor. Okay. Speed run! Woo! Shouldn't be doing this, but we are. Curse of Darkness. Glorious. Let's go this way. Golden Key. Glorious. Alright, so Golden Key is really good. I wish we could fly, but the plan is to eventually become Guppy, so that will eventually fulfill itself. That was close. Let's see, if we could find some rooms that require keys, could explore them. Oh, that's good, double heart drop. Thought we were gonna get 2 payouts, but no, just 1. Also, I've seen people complain about the brimstone sound effect. It's a little bubbly. I don't know if I'd call it bad, but it is bubbly, I'll give it that much. I don't know if I like it better than the old one, because I don't have the experience with the original game to even remember what the old one sounds like. I am super hype about getting that item, because that gives us a health upgrade. So the thing with Deals with the Devil, I don't know if I explained this, but if you have at least a red heart, it will use red hearts for Deals with the Devil, and you can pick up Deals with the Devil that use more than a single red heart for the cost of 1. Not really care about that, to be honest. So as long as I have a red heart, I can pick up an item that costs like 3 red hearts and not risk any of my spirit hearts. If I don't have red hearts, it will default to spirit hearts. So I would have to pay 3 spirit hearts for the same item that I just bought for 1 red heart. So I like to try and keep at least 1 red heart in reserve there so I can actually maintain... Why did I shoot there? Maintain that kind of deal with the devil system. That's how I operate anyway. Now, I prefer having spirit hearts over red heart containers because, quite frankly, if you have a way to replenish spirit hearts, it's a much better system. We may as well open this. PhD would be... would it be nice to have? I don't know. It'd be alright to have. Is it something I need? Not necessarily. There's our Depths 1 boss fight. We're making really good time. Let's see if we can get 2 cents out of this. No. I could look for a secret room, try and get 2 cents. I could look for a tinted rock, but I haven't been paying attention, so bollocks. We have a ton of spiders. If you guys want to get in on the show here, that'd be good. Some of them have, most of them have. The brimstone sounds not bad, it's just a little weird. It's got a decent sound at the start, and then it gets bubbly towards the end, and I'm not sure why. Would you like to grab that for me, Dartbone? I got a black heart there. I got 2 black hearts there, and we're gonna fight Krampus. And quite frankly, if we get Krampus's head, I'm going to take that over Guppy's head. Krampus has a much better head than Guppy. And there's the money to go to the shop, and he killed himself on the fire, I think. But we got Lump of Coal, which I think works with Brimstone. I mean, it makes it a sweet color. Also, our feet are on fire, or our butts on fire, or our hands are on fire. I'm not sure. We're flaming, though, and it looks pretty sweet. Let's grab PhD just because we can, basically. Telepills. Sure. Could slow us down, could speed us up. It, in fact, slowed us down, but we have a high enough speed that we can wrap back around pretty quick. We got more than 7 minutes to finish the next floor to get Boss Rush. And we should be able to handle Boss Rush, even though we can't fly. Flying is really, really good in Boss Rush. Pretty risky. I don't know what that item does. I don't know what Maul's Pearl does either, quite frankly, so I don't know why I wouldn't pick it up. It's Faith Up. Is that like the opposite of evil? I mean, it would make sense that it's the opposite of evil, so maybe I don't want it. There's apparently a spider there. I thought it was mine. Well, if it's the opposite of evil. I'd rather not have faith up, because that might screw up our, you know, deal with the devil precedent, or whatever you want to call it, that we've got set up here. The ability to fly would be like, GG, this would be over if we could fly. Hello? Wow, you spawned things right when I shot, didn't you? Some spiders for everyone, hooray. Right. I should be keeping more of an eye out for tinted rocks, because our health is, you know, something you could get from tinted rocks. So it would be nice to have, you know, yes, indeed. More guppy items would also be nice to have, which is why I keep checking golden chests and red chests and any other kind of chest. I would like to get to the item room before we go in there, just for the sake of seeing if it's any good. Because if it is good, then it'll speed up our boss rush capability. However, it's apparently on the other side of the world, so we're gonna go to the other side of the world. I like when stuff like that happens in a room, it makes me feel good. Or I like fighting those with any sort of piercing shot, makes me feel good as well. Okay. Oh no! Captured me. I almost stepped on that too. Doesn't technically matter, you don't take any damage from that. So the only downside is it resets you to the start. Which, considering that was a dead end, is completely and utterly pointless. I wish my spiders killing things generated spiders, but it doesn't. By the way, what's up with the spiky head? Because, you know, spiky head syndrome didn't show up as an item in our list. Is that the thing Brimstone does? Does Eden do that when he has Brimstone? I'm not sure what's going on there. Sure. Probably not going to help, but it's not bad, so whatever. And I think we'll just head down to our boss room, finish that off, get boss rush, deal with the devil, whatever happens down there. Right. Inward. Excuse me, coming through. We got a mom fight to do. Oh, it's Blue Mom, which I think is the one that spawns more enemies? Or is it just the one that's harder in general, because there's a lot of stuff going on here. You seem to have much less health, Mother. You also seem to be doing many things. Oops. Maybe it's just a lower health version of Mom that just is more active. So for whatever reason, we did not get a deal with the devil. Probably because I picked up that faith upgrade thing and it screwed me over, who knows. Pills, some baby, Bob's rotten head, and some sort of weird bloody eye thing. I'm going to pick this up. Proptosis. Oh! I know what that is. This has got some weird graphical effect going on in my head. In fact, that's just straight up weird. So if I shoot someone from like max range, does it do like no damage? I mean, it still seems to do ridiculous damage. Is Proptosis just using every range as default range? Because that seems to be what's happening here. How much damage do you do at point blank? The same damage. Proptosis does nothing. It may just straight up be a damage upgrade by the looks of things here. Which I'm all for. This is why Brimstone is really nice on Boss Rush, by the way. You can just stand on the side and shoot everything. That was good. I liked that. I do not want that Spirit Heart, that Eternal Heart. So if I can avoid that, that'd be good. Actually, there's no reason not to have it, really? Oh, well, it pushes us out of boss traps. This run is doing quite well. You might be able to... I think Proptosis is just treating all ranges as 0. So it's acting as like a damage upgrade. Maybe? Oh, hi. I forgot you can shoot lasers too. Dark Bum's just running around feeding us health, which is why he's amazing in here. Hello? Just one? Oh, Pin. Hello, Pin. How's it going? Bloat is kind of annoying because he can shoot even without visual sight of you, but he's fairly low health, so... Horseman, already dead apparently. More horsemen. Not quite dead. I think whatever that one is, the one that jumps off of his horse. He's probably the most annoying one because of his scythes. Plus his horse on this freaking giant room is annoying. Here we go. Oh hi, it's fallen. The fallen is dead. I'm liking this run. I approve. We're gonna go for the lamb because he needs a lamb anyway, and we unlocked undefined, and we got health, so we may as well pick this up because it's not gonna matter anymore. And we'll move on. That was easy. So remember, we are going to go down to the lamb. We're going to try and get as much damage as we possibly can before heading down there. Not that we necessarily need more, but... well, you always need more, don't lie. Oh, we have Curse of the Unknown. Blind? Whatever it is. The one where you can't see your health. Apparently that was it. Okay. Moving on. Not even pick up that penny, because I don't care. Oh, for God's sake. Freaking eyeball shooty laser things. Probably should pick up that key. At this point, I've gone in like full speedrun mode for no apparent reason because we don't need the speedrun anymore. We're generating a lot of flies because we're not getting close enough to use them, which is good. That was good. I liked that. Do that more often. Thank you. We do it even more often because I like it. I don't know if we need that. I don't think we do, but I'm not going to use a bomb to get it, so whatever. Especially since we just got 2 red hearts there, which will pay out twice. And we're on full health now. The easier the room is, the better. My spiders are somehow traversing land. The easier the room is, the better, because it allows us to generate more spiders. Which is, you know, just increasing my raw, like, instant damage. Hi, Mr. Fred. You're remarkably easy. Let's kill his friends off first. We can't fly, so we do have to watch out for the creep he generates. If he's going to generate creep. He's not, because he's dead. I took damage! We will take this. We will take our deal with the devil. We might not take our deal with the devil. Sure, ghost baby. Whatever. Alright, there's no reason to stay here. Down we go. Speedrun go! Why did it pause? Why did it then immediately unpause? I do not know. Let's go this way. Hopefully that's not a sign of my controller dying. That would also be poorly timed, considering everything else in my computer is dying. Thank you, Dark Bum. Dark Bum is the single greatest item in the entire game. Just not even a contest. He is the single greatest item in the game. Even after his nerf, which has decreased his OP-ness by quite a lot, but he's still so useful. I didn't even shoot the right direction and he died. That's how powerful I am. I just glanced at him and he exploded. A violent spray. Am I looping? No. Like, where am I going? The other great items are Guppy Transformation, which is not necessarily a single item, but you know what I mean. That spider is floating. Infestation 2, because of the sheer spiders it generates, which then do things like that. We did grab the... yeah, we grabbed it. Just making sure we grabbed the negative, and I didn't like just leave it there like a dingle-dongle so we can actually do this full run. Because I do not believe Satan actually counts for a thing on the post-it note. Only Isaac in the cathedral does not count for a post-it note thing. I believe only the lamb and the chest kill count. That was great. I liked that. I'm liking this mom's contact thing. Actually, we technically do need to cap up. We don't need to, but you know what I mean. We're not at the HP limit, thus we need to pick up stuff. A golden key. We're getting golden keys like crazy. I approve. I was tempted to bomb that chest open, but I quite frankly don't care, so whatever. We're not gonna go in there, we're not gonna pick that up. We are full speed run. This is Eden at its finest. You can get amazing Eden runs, you can get completely screwed over Eden runs, where you start with nothing and can get nothing. Okay, that was cool. I like that. Okay. That was alright. This room is awful. Look at this room layout. You have to sit there and wait for the spikes. And then you have these two freaking eye lasers shooting at you constantly. Makes that room quite difficult. I mean, technically you didn't have to go through it, but you would have had to clear it. If you didn't have a black heart, that would be pretty dangerous. Look at this just following that we have. This is silly. May as well fight Satan. There's zero chance we're gonna lose this. In fact, I'm not even gonna shoot that phase. Well, the second part of that phase. Our spiders are going to thin out, and we're gonna lose our followers, but not before he's probably entirely dead. In fact, he died before that even happened. Alright, we unlocked the Book of Secrets, apparently. Look at all these items we're unlocking. Woo! I've heard the Book of Secrets is garbage, though, so... Anything good? Can we become Guppy? Get more flies. No, we're just gonna... flies. 48-hour energy, pretty fly, that's pretty good. Hematemesis, doesn't matter. Let's take 48-hour energy. We'll take the 48-hour energy into the land fight. It's the plan here. With the intention of being able to generate some flies in that fight to help us out a little bit. Because we're probably not going to have any spiders or flies by the time we get into the room, because they'll die clearing previous rooms. That spider just shooting? Yeah, they're shooting spiders like all the way across the room from over there. Which, you know, whatever. The devil! Use it for giggles. Alright. As long as we don't come across like double adversary, we should be alright. Of course, the faster we find the lamb, the better. Much less risk. There we go, we found it. We're gonna fight the Haunt. Which everyone complains about, you know, being horribly difficult. Give you a hint, don't stand next to him. He's a lot harder if you stand next to him, so we're gonna go ahead and head in here. Go ahead and pop 48-hour energy, spawn some more flies. Ow. Spawn some more flies. Our damage is not amazing. So this is probably going to be the longest lamb fight we've ever had. But we're still pretty powerful. We just need to worry about this guy, who spawns things, by the way. So we can generate some spiders. Not many, but some. And I believe all that's left is him. Yep, there we go. We win. We unlocked the mystery sack. Apparently everything is that we're going to unlock is a mystery or undefined. Do we want to explore some more? This run's only 28 minutes. Let's run around for a bit, shall we? Maybe we can get some... Maybe we can get a guppy item or something, and that would have made that fight easier. For those of you watching, maybe you can play the seed and then you can fight the lamb as guppy and see how much faster it goes. It will go faster, by the way, there's no argument there. How much faster, though, I don't know, because we're already pretty fast. Excuse me. Mask. That boss used to be so much more difficult, probably because it was so much more aggressive. I think that's Book of Sin back there, which is useless, basically. It's not necessarily useless, but it gives you consumables, I think is what it does. Spiders, please. I was fixing my earbuds there. Bob's Curse would have done nothing for me because I didn't use bombs. Ow. I can't believe that bomb hit me, quite frankly. More bombs, Mr. Mega. Well, with this many bomb upgrades, I probably would have chucked down a few bombs. Just for the additional damage that would have put out. Still nothing in the guppy department, which is a little bit disappointing, but you know, you can't have it all. You can check for secret rooms, by the way. Could be in any number of places, including like there-ish. Hey! Hey! I like how that item says fire rate up and not just tears up. That has dramatically increased our fire rate though. You know, on this run, this would be a run where I kind of wish we had opened that big door. I know how to open it. We can't open it, it's a bit late for it, but I wish we had, because I think we could have handled that fight with this setup, and we could have gotten a clear with, Eden. Also, you know, the first time we've seen the boss. Well, not we, I've seen it before. First time people watching my videos might have seen the boss, who knows? It's a pretty serious business boss, that was pretty sweet. I like whenever it shoots both directions and hits two enemies, you might have noticed. The chariot. Oh, it's you two. I was hoping we could get one of them down before too long, because we need to get small orbits on them, and one of them's tucked in the corner, which will make it remarkably difficult. The general idea is to stay close to him, from what I've been told, so that he can't track you. It seems to work. Oh good, this fight again. It was fun last time we did this. I hate fighting Mega Fatty. It's tedious. He's not difficult, he just has a billion hit points. Should be utilizing my fly as well, because that does a decent number of damage while I'm charging. But I charge so quickly now. It's not really necessary. So we're not gonna... I don't even know, I'd go back and pick that up. We're not gonna become Guppy on this run, apparently. Unless in some of those earlier floors someone can check secret rooms or whatever, because I skipped a ton of stuff. Item shops, stuff like that. Either way, that was the run. Our Eden looks like a serious business guy. Also, don't forget he has proptosis, and he's got some sort of weird tear effect starting on his cheek. So, you know, that's not going to be a new cutscene, I don't think. We got Mystery Sack. Hooray! How many more items are we missing? A lot. We will continue missing a lot of items for a long time to come. Still no new endings. I'm sure one of those is that boss, one of them is going to be the cathedral, and one of them is going to be the chest after the cathedral, I'm sure is basically what's going on there. But yeah, now we've cleared out most of Eden's postcard except for cathedral and chest, which we can't go to the chest because we haven't actually finished the cathedral enough times to do that, so feeling pretty good. Thanks for watching, see you guys next time.